Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Calling to order, calling to order. Council members, please take your seat. Going to begin this meeting. It is the Providence City Council meeting Thursday, October 21st, 2021. We're going to call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Council President Igliozzi.
Present.
Councilwoman Anthony.
Present.
Majority Whip Castillo is absent. Councilman Correa. Council President Pro Tempore Espinal.
Present.
Councilman Goncalves.
Present.
Deputy Majority Leader Harris.
Present.
Councilor Kerwin.
Present.
Councilwoman LaFortune. Councilor Miller.
Present.
Senior Deputy Majority Leader Narducci. Councilwoman Ryan.
Present.
Councilor Salvatore.
Present.
Majority Leader Taylor. Councilman Vargas. You have 14 present and 1 absent. You have a quorum.
Item number 1, the invocation will be given by Councilman Nerva LaFortune. Councilman, you have the mic.
For the invocation today, I want us to all take a moment as we honor all of those who've been fighting, who've been embattled in the breast cancer battle, and also those who lost their lives. I'm standing before you today with a heavy heart because a good friend of mine of over 25 years lost his wife to breast cancer. and her funeral will be this Saturday. And my best friend, my childhood best friend, was recently diagnosed with stage 4 of breast cancer. And so for the invocation, because it is a bit difficult for me, I just ask that we all take a moment of silence and remember all of those who are struggling with breast cancer, those who have survived, because it is an incredible journey. As someone who have seen people in my life, a dear friend, I was with her throughout her journey. It's tough. It's heartbreaking. And I just want us to take a moment to recognize everyone and those who's lost their lives. Thank you.
Amen. Next item, Pledge of Allegiance by Councilwoman Rachel Miller. Council members from Venezuela to Argentina to the Dominican Republic, Mexico, Peru, and many more. Numerous Hispanic nations are rich and diverse with histories and cultures in which we all have been fortunate to be exposed to enjoy, and to revel in. Here in Providence, many of our own neighbors, our friends, our families come from the Hispanic countries. Whether you immigrated to the United States or you were born here, they've all brought value, honesty, integrity, and hard work to this great city. Their food, their language, their traditions, and their service to community is something all of us can be proud of. Providence is home to nearly 80,000 Hispanic people. And there is no question that Hispanic and Latino cultures have left a mark in the past, in the present, and continually into the future of this great city. Tonight, I'm proud to acknowledge, of course, Hispanic Month, but also to get a little flavor of our brothers and sisters and their culture. And tonight we have the RAICS Races Dance Group, led by Nada Molina, who will be performing a traditional Colombian folkloric dance for us tonight and to the people and to the public in the council chambers in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month. Ladies and gentlemen, our dancers.
Hello. Hello, I'm here to present El Carrito. This dance comes from the mountaineer origin of Cunde Boyense Plateau. It is cheerful, joyful, and fast rhythm, where the dancers show the joy that characterizes the peasant woman of Boyacá and Cundinamarca, to the sound of a peasant merengue, pipiripi, pipiripi, by Maestro Lisandro Mesa. With you, the Colombian folklore dance, Grupo Raíces. And for the next dance, Cumbia, it is a dance that is lived and enjoyed throughout the Colombian Atlantic coast. For something, it is known as the flagship dance of Colombia. This rhythm is African heritage and preserves the pure sound of the drums and the flutes, and their songs brightens up carnival parties and even rituals. For the occasions, we are accompanied by David Alexander Rodriguez, Muntua sorry, Maralanda, and his partner Ariana Cecilia London Munoso, sorry, a professional dancer from the Raíces de Mi Tierra Dance School in the city of Ibagué, Tolima, Colombia. With their movement, they will show all the culture legacy of our ancestors. With you, the dancers. So for the next dance, it's called San Juanero, Cuando Retumba las Tamboras. This dance is a representative of the Colombian Andina region. They dance it for celebrations, carnaval, and patron saint festivities in other departments of central Colombia. This dance has movements that characterize the gallant and elegance of the Colombian woman. The use that as clothing typical of Colombian region. With you, the Rhode Island Raíces dance group.
Anyone want to come in? Come on. One last time, let's give it up for the rest of the dancers, all of them. Come on down, our dancers, come on down. behalf of the Providence City Council. Come on down, Dancy. We appreciate it. Thank you. Come on down. Come on down, Dancy. Thank you. Councilmembers, do you want to all have a picture with them behind? So why don't you step forward, the council members will go behind and we'll take a photograph of you. Come on. We're sending it back. Send it. All right, thank you all. Next item. Item number 3,
Mr. President,
Majority Leader Taylor.
motion to waive the reading of items number 3 through 16 and pass for the second time on a roll call vote.
Second, Mr. President.
Second by Deputy Majority Leader Harris. Discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Council President Igliozzi,
Aye.
Councilwoman Anthony,
Aye.
Majority Whip Castillo is absent. Councilman Correa, Council President Pro Tempore Espinal,
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez,
Aye.
Deputy Majority Leader Harris,
Aye.
Councilor Kerwin,
Aye.
Councilwoman LaFortune, Councilor Miller,
Aye.
Senior Deputy Majority Leader Narducci, Councilwoman Ryan, Councilor Salvatore, Majority Leader Taylor, Councilman Vargas. You have 14 ayes and 1 absent. The several matters passed for the second time on a roll call vote.
Thank you. Next item, item number 17. Majority Leader.
Second, Mr. President.
Second by Deputy Majority Leader Harris. Discussion. All in favor? Aye. 1718, refer to the Committee on Finance. Item number 19,
Mr. President,
Majority Leader Taylor.
motion to waive the reading of item 19 and pass on a voice vote. Wait a minute. Pass for the second time on a roll call vote.
Second, Mr. President.
Second by Deputy Majority Leader Harris. Discussion. Roll call vote.
Council President Igliozzi.
Aye.
Councilwoman Anthony.
Aye.
Majority Whip Castillo is absent. Councilman Correa. Council President Pro Tempore Espinal.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez. Deputy Majority Leader Harris.
Aye.
Councilor Kerwin.
Abstain.
Councilwoman LaFortune. Councilor Miller. Senior Deputy Majority Leader Narducci. Councilwoman Ryan.
Aye.
Councilor Salvatore. Majority Leader Taylor. Councilman Vargas.
Aye.
You have 12 ayes, 2 abstentions, and 1 absent. The matter passes for the second time on a roll call vote.
Item number 12.
Item number 20. Mr.
Item number
President,
20, thank you.
Mr. President, motion to waive the reading of item 20 and refer it to the Committee on Ordinances.
Second, Mr. President.
Second by Majority Leader Harris. Discussion. All in favor? Aye. Refer to the Committee on Ordinance.
We have a discussion.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. President.
I'm sorry. Discussion.
If the sponsor doesn't.
Oh, 1 second. Okay, no problem. Who was first? Shall I give it to the? Oh, co-sponsor, my apologies. Co-sponsors, my apologies. The whole council want to co-sponsor? Yes, we still have time. The whole council co-sponsors. Thank you. No, sorry. We're on number 20. Number 20, I'm sorry. I referred it to Committee on Ordinance, but we have time to co-sponsor. Would the whole council like to co-sponsor? Is that, yeah, yes? And then would anyone like to speak on it? Councilman Goncalves, of course. Sorry
Thank you, everyone.
Sorry about
for-
that.
Thank you for signing on to this proposed ordinance. So this proposed ordinance clearly defines electric vehicle charging system in our city code of ordinances based on designs in compliance with the National Electric Code Article 625, which is clearly defined and codified in other municipalities across the country, but not here in Providence. It also provides developers with the ability to install a carport or parking space that's specifically designated for electric vehicles if they choose, so long as they're in compliance with all applicable health and safety standards and regulations imposed by national, state, and local law, and all other applicable zoning, land use ordinances, and land use permits in the city of Providence. So what this does is it prevents a condo association in the city from unreasonably restricting an owner or a developer from installing an electric vehicle charging station if they choose at their own expense. So it in essence provides owners and developers with the right to charge or create this electric vehicle infrastructure on their properties if they choose to. It does, however, allow an association to develop appropriate terms of use for the charging station as they see fit by their bylaws. So this is a really sound piece of public policy. It's been adopted by many other cities and states and provides developers with the right to build 21st century infrastructure, but also helps to address our climate issues and can also attract tenants who drive electric vehicles and can truly benefit from this kind of infrastructure. So I appreciate everyone who signed on to this particular piece of legislation. I think it's a win-win for all involved, and I want to thank all of my colleagues for signing on tonight. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Any other further comments, questions? Favor? Councilman Anthony.
If it's all right with the sponsor, I'd like to be added as a co-sponsor.
Would the full council like to co-sponsor item number 22? I do see Councilman Miller, Kerwin, Anthony, Espinal, Harris, Vargas, Salvatore, La Fortune, Narducci, Ryan, Guncobs, Correa. Okay, now the whole council.
Mr. President?
Oh, Councilman Vargas.
Yes, this is a great resolution about the trees. I am a tree leader. I just plant 22 trees past the weekend. It's not easy to plant. But we have to make sure we have some diseased trees to be replaced for the next season. So as soon as we got the count, we had to talk to the forestry to, they cut the tree and go back and put a new one. That will be the great idea. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I think we voted. Is that right, Mr. Clerk? Thank you, sir.
That's correct.
Next item, item number 23.
Mr. President,
Councilman Taylor.
motion to read item 23 into the record and pass on a voice vote.
Second, Mr. President.
Second by Councilman Harris. The full council like to co-sponsor item number 23.
Yes, Mr. President.
Let the record reflect that. So we can hear you clearer. Is that possible? Thank you, sir.
Develop breast cancer in her lifetime. And whereas even though male breast cancer is very rare, men carry a higher mortality rate than women because of the lack of awareness. And whereas breast cancer is one of the most commonly diagnosed cancers in Rhode Island, and as of July 2020, it accounts for 15% of new cancer cases annually and 7% of cancer deaths. And whereas the Johns Hopkins Medical Center encourages adult women of all ages to perform breast self-exams at least once a month to check for lumps and other changes that might indicate the presence of breast cancer. And whereas the city of Providence strongly supports the efforts of national, state, and local partners and of every citizen that actively engages in public and private efforts to raise awareness on breast cancer. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Providence hereby recognize the month of October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month in perpetuity. Be it further resolved that upon passage, copies of this resolution be transmitted to the Honorable Mayor of Providence.
Thank you. Item number 24. Excuse me, Councilman Narducci.
If I may just quick, please.
Yes, sir.
I know
You
I
have the mic.
spoke out on this matter at the last meeting. I want to thank Councilwoman LaFortune because she said a lot of what I was going to say during our prayer. Again, look at this and remember this all year long. And I ask personally that whatever we can do, or you guys can do as individuals to support any type of functions for the breast cancer awareness moving forward, please do. It's nice to see everybody has the ribbon on tonight, and I hope for the continued support. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Narducci. Next item, item number 24.
Mr. President,
Majority Leader Taylor.
motion to pass item number 24 on a voice vote.
Second, Mr. President.
Second by Deputy Majority Leader Harris. Discussion, co-sponsors, or discuss, is it co-sponsors or discussion? Co-sponsor, Mary, Councilman Harris, Kerwin, Guncobs, Correa, Narducci, La Fortune, Salvatore. All right, I think that's, and Taylor. Would anybody like to speak on this matter? With that, All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Councilman Vargas, and Vargas co-sponsor also, full council. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, make the record reflect the full council, please.
So noted.
Thank you. Next item, please. All right, roll call vote.
Council President Pro Tempore. LaFortune. Councilor Miller.
I on 25 and I'm abstaining on 26.
Senior Deputy Majority Leader Narducci. Councilwoman Ryan.
Aye.
Councilor Salvatore.
Nay on item 25, aye on item 26.
You said aye on 26? Aye on 26. Okay. Majority Leader Taylor.
Aye.
Councilman Vargas.
Aye.
You have 13 ayes. One moment, please. Sorry.
It passes,
You
correct?
yes, the several matters pass on a roll call vote, but you have 13 ayes. Yeah, that's fine. I can address the roll call later. The several matters passed for the first time on a roll call vote.
Item number 27.
Mr. President, motion to waive the reading of item 27 and refer it to the Committee on Finance.
Second.
Refer, actually, it's not a motion, just refer to the Committee on Finance. It's just communications. 28,
Mr. President,
Councilman Taylor.
motion to waive the reading of items 28 and 29 and receive.
Second, Mr. President.
Second by Deputy Majority Leader Harris. Discussion. All in favor? Aye. Receive. Item number 30,
Mr. President,
Majority Leader Taylor.
motion to approve item 30 on a voice vote.
Second, Mr. President.
Second by Deputy Majority Leader Harris. Discussion. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Matter. Item number 31,
Mr. President,
Majority Leader Taylor.
motion to approve item 31 on a unanimous rising vote.
Second by Councilwoman Harris, Majority Leader, Deputy Majority Leader Harris. Discussion. Please all rise. Clerks also, please. It's on the rise of memoriams and sympathies of others who passed away. Thank you.
Mr.
Majority Leader
President,
Taylor.
if there's no more business, I'd like to adjourn in memory of Billy Vijant, who was former Ward 15 Councilwoman Josephine DeRuzo's son, Thomas J. Petrone, and retired Providence firefighter Vernon Dunlap Jr.
Second, Mr. President.
Second by Deputy Majority Leader Harris. Discussion? Adjourn. All be well and be safe. Thank you, council members. We have food in the chambers.